at the end of the day, if you apply patience, knowledge, and don't risk too much, this game is simple. I mean, the yields,
Nice.
they are so high if you compare them with the real world.
Yep.
They are so high that if you just have patience and you just have a look once per day, probably.
Yep.
I mean, I'm at least look at the percentages and the prices once per day, but
Yep.
that's all it asks. Yeah,
So
so
good. That's very true.
just give this space some time and play safely, but play. You have to play. You have to get in, even with small amount. Even if you just want to DCA into the two fundamentals, you're gonna be fine. But I was reading an article shared in the community before, and even there they told you like something clicks in your mind when you start to invest your money and you don't live for your money. Something changes in your mind. You will not get like the best economic person in the world, but you start to learn more and you will be more confident in playing your cards. Yeah, that's for sure.
It is a poor versus rich mindset, and it took me a long time to get that. And it's not that poor is worse or rich is better. That's not what I'm getting at. If you just desire a little bit more financial resources, it's just going to take a bit of a different way of thinking. We're all going to die and we don't take it with us. I don't care if you're poor. I literally don't. Just don't tell me you want to be wealthier yet still be doing poor person stuff, because that I won't respect. I'll call you out on that. I'll say, but if you said, hey, I'm really cool being poor and I love living on a beach and surfing, I'm like, dude, I fully respect that. Just don't lie to yourself. Like, just don't lie. It sucks.
We do have, right?
We do have, baby.
So my crypto experience starts 1 year ago, more or less. It was the rebase token era.
Yep. There was a season. There's seasons in crypto, I see.
Yeah. And I got into a few of them, thinking that it was the new gold. And I got burned on some of them.
Yep. Did you win on some of them?
Yeah. I earned a few.
You can make a lot of money with those if you were in super early. You could make a lot. Like there was people making a lot of money.
Yeah. People just turn over, really. Yeah, they make shit out of money. But I jumped in around that time, and then I started to play a little bit more safely. But at the same time, I was looking for the quick wins. Like I was into projects and so on. And I remember I discovered you talking about some projects that were around. But I really like the direction that you're giving to this, to the true DeFi at the end of the day, no? DeFi, yeah, because it's something that has always been there, but got like clouded with the rebase and right up.
And I guess you've been in our world for maybe 6 months, but what are some key lessons if you wanted to share them to someone who's maybe struggling or maybe thinking of getting in, or maybe just some wisdom from Andrea?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna be boring because I really like the fundamentals, like be patient. You have to be patient because you cannot freak out. And in order to be patient, you also have to invest what you can afford to lose, no? Because I mean, it's common sense. It's advices that we hear on repeat every time. It's just a loop in your mind. Every time you do a trade, you think about, no, am I exposing myself too much? Because I mean, you never know. You can listen to anyone out there, but anybody knows what's going to happen. Like the variables are so many that patients don't get too exposed to something. I mean, you need to have gamble money, not house money, because that's a different kind of feeling that you. And the third principle, there is no like a series is not by importance, the sequence that I'm giving, just what came up to my mind. Then it's knowledge about the project you are following. Like, for example, start to follow something before you open your wallet. That's, for example, the CryptoLabs, you give so much information about projects, about opportunities, but you always came from a point where, hey guys, I'm showing you this, but I gave you the tools. Now go and research by
Yes.
yourself and take your own decision, because
Yes.
you need to like be accountable for the choice you make. Too many people in crypto, they just say, oh, the dev did
Yes.
something, no, or they
Totally.
ask for the help of someone that it doesn't live in crypto. But for example, the section that I love the most, since my background, I was already in crypto, so I already had my introduction about tokens, wallets, chain, and so on. But to be honest, it's the first section that the money machine, how do you call it?
Yep.
Like
Financial
like
freedom.
the diagram, yeah, the financial machine.
We're
yeah.
adding some more
That
stuff
one,
tomorrow to it. You'll like that. I'm adding a few little 6-minute videos that we've been doing.
yeah, because how can I say, you cannot invest if first you don't have all your ducks in a row. No? If you
Yes.
don't know your position, how much you can gamble, and how to save. For example, for me, you say in many of your videos, like I give to $1, its value. It's not that I sleep on it, not like $100, $1, it doesn't matter. It's always $1 that I can invest. And the concentrated liquidity part, it was always a kind of
Got it.
worried, because it is a complex
It is.
concept, no? Because for example, me, I didn't know that the money that I put in, they got spread out from zero to the all-time high, no? If you see what I mean, about the fees that they were able to collect.
Yep.
And that was like mind-blowing.
So cool.